In this section of the course, I want to look at loops. But just before that, I want to touch on something called incrementors and decrementors. And these are something that will help us with these loops. So I'm in Visual Studio Code. I'm going to create a new folder. And the new folder I'm just going to call loops. And inside that, we shall create a new file, call it Incrementor.php. And as always, we start with our PHP code block. Well, what is an incrementer? What is a decrementer? Well, an incrementer is a way of increasing a number, and hence a decrementer is a way of decreasing a number. And there are multiple ways we can do this. So I'll show you the three ways, and then it's up to you which way you choose moving forward. Although I will point out the last one is the one I will be using when we do the loops. Now with these incrementors and decrementors, we tend to keep the variable name quite short. And you will see I used quite a lot. So $I is our incrementer. I'm going to put that equal to 0. And I'm just going to echo out that value of I. I'll then echo out a break tag. So you should be getting used to this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase that value by 1. So what I'm going to say is I is equal to I plus 1. So what I'm saying here is that the new value of I is equal to the previous value of I, or the old value of I, plus 1. I can then echo out that value of I, and I'll just concatenate on a break there. So I was doing another line. The next way I can increase I is as follows. I can say that I, and I can say plus equals 1. And that's like saying what we've done above. It's saying that the new value of I is the old value plus equals 1. In other words, just increase it by 1. Again, I'll echo out the value of I. I'll just copy this line here and just pop it underneath. And then we're on to the last way of doing it. And this is the easiest way. We just say the value of I, and then we just say plus plus. That just means to increase it by 1. Again, I'll just echo out that result. We'll go across to the browser. Make sure we're in the right folder. So go back from if statements, back to the root folder, go into loops and incrementer. And there we go, 0, 1, 2, and 3. And that's just as expected. We are starting off with 0 here and echoing out that result. We are increasing by 1, so we're echoing out 1, increasing by 1, echo 2, increasing by 1, and then echoing 3. Now if you want to increase by an amount other than 1, it should be fairly obvious, then obviously you just increase this here or just increase this here. When we're using loops though, we tend to increase by 1 most times, and in which case I'll be using this here, and you'll see that in the next video. Now just while we're here, what I'll do is I'll select everything and copy it, create a new file, we'll call this decrementors. So decrementer.php, I'll just paste all that in. And this time we're going to decrease by 1. So I'm going to subtract. I shall subtract here. And then obviously this one here would be minus minus. I will save and then go over to the browser. Go back to the folder. And then click on decrementer. And there we go. We started with 0 and we decrease by 1 each time. So a nice easy lesson, but it's a very nice tool to use, especially with loops, and we're going to look at those in the next lesson. If you found this video useful, then remember to give me a quick thumbs up, and if you would like to be notified when I release new videos, then hit that subscribe button and remember to click on the little notification bell.